It's an all-county event as Highland Springs and Henrico battle it out for the football regional championship. Welcome to Sportswire. I'm Will Catterley. A bright, sunny Friday afternoon was the stage for three-time defending state champion Highland Springs versus Henrico. To the winner go the spoils, a regional trophy and a trip to states. In a rematch of rivals, the Springers look to get the job done with defense. So here we go, everything on the line in this one. Henrico, Highland Springs at Victor Kreider Stadium, three-time defending state champs. Highland Springs not going to get rid of the trophy easily, or the honor. First play from scrimmage, you kidding me? Devontae Waller hooks up with Allswells with Antoine Wells. 60-yard touchdown. First play from scrimmage, 7-0 Highland Springs. I was so busy tweeting what just happened that Henrico returned the returning kickoff all the way for a touchdown, missed the extra point, 7-6. Then some defense. Yeah, Henrico came ready to play on the defensive side. LeVar Teal and company getting after that one. Springers also bringing D, but look out! Same score, 7-6, and look at him go! Eric McDaniels all the way to the end zone, touchdown. But if you saw that yellow hanky, they were called for holding. Penalty on the play, they would not score. Back to Highland Springs, and how about the play of Devontae Waller? Terrific all year, scrambles, buys some time, and he hits Smalls 39 yards for a touchdown. And all of a sudden, Springers up 14-6. More Springer D. You know how many points they've allowed this season? Under 4 points per game as the defense allowed. Later, more Springers, second quarter. It's a fumble, and it's recovered. Number 44, Kieran Harry and the Hendersons with a recovery, and then with a lead of this. Waller, fumble. Henrico's D makes a big play. The sack, the strip, the fumble. Khalil Finger with a recovery. And the Warriors dodge a bullet. This was a game of attrition in the first half, especially for both sides of the defense. Oh, my goodness. Big old number 52 gets in there, and he says, I love D. Evan Robinson. Finally, Springer's going to get something going on offense? No! More D. This time, intercepted. Jahad Carter with the pick. But the Springers can beat you in so many ways. They're going to do it this time with special teams. The miffed punt, I should say. Allswells for Antoine Wells, and was leading this Alszewski field goal. Henrico's D does stiffen down in the red zone. 17-6 at the half. Okay, second half, things got going. Back to pass, Henrico. Defense for Highland Springs, still a stalwart in the second session. Devin Coles with the INT, and he's going to set up his offense. And the Springers made a couple adjustments at halftime, and the offense got rolling. Here it is again. Wells, caught, touchdown, Antoine Wells from Devontae Waller. Second touchdown catch of the day, this time 24 yards out, 24-6 at that point. More Springer defense. Henrico looking to pass. That's a sack and a fumble. And it's recovered by Highland Springs. Kieran Henderson had himself a game on the defensive end. And Christian White on the recovery. We go to the fourth quarter, same score. Time to bust out the run game for Highland Springs. That's good for a first down. Raekwon Smith and company can feel it now. Fourth quarter, up 3 scores, and time is running out for Henrico. More defense. Number 51 in on that sack. That goes for 2 points. Sarad Ware, it's a safety. So Springers add to their lead, and then the hurdle and the return. Raekwon Smith on the run. He finds pay dirt once again, this time from 31 yards out. In Smith, 2 touchdowns rushing. How about Wells, 2 touchdown catches? And the defense gonna put a stamp on this one. The interception in the end zone. Devin Coles, 2 picks on the afternoon. Highland Springs has done it. regional champs yet again. Coach Johnson gets the hardware, Springers get the victory, and it's on to states they go. Final score, Highland Springs 40, Henrico 6.
When you got a neighborhood rivalry like this and you're playing for all the marbles and the high stakes, you got to make sure that you keep your team intact. And if you can do so, you come out with a victory. And the guys played well, and we're excited about that.
As a defense under Coach Simmons, the dark side, we refuse to let anyone score. If anyone scores, that's trouble for us then.
So Highland Springs advances to states and will play in the semifinals at home against Maury for the right to advance to the state championship game. And while the Springers march on, the rest of the team's seasons are over, but not without some great moments, tremendous matchups, and game-changing plays. So let's take a look back at the best of football here in Henrico.
Will you hold the line when every one of them is giving up and giving in? Tell me, in this house of mine, nothing ever comes without a consequence and cost. Tell me, will the stars align? Will heaven step in? Will it save us from our sin? Will it? 'Cause this house of mine stands strong. That's the price you pay. Leave behind your heart and cast away. Just another product of today. Rather be the hunter than the prey. And you're standing on the edge, face up, 'cause you're a natural. I played it hard as stone. You gotta be so cold to make it this world. Yeah, you're a natural. Living your life control. You gotta be so cold. Yeah, you're a natural. Will somebody let me see the light within the dark trees shadowing what's happening? Looking through the glass, found the wrong within the past, knowing we are the youth. Caught until the beast out of world without the peace, facing a bit of the truth, the truth. That's the price you pay. Leave behind your heart and cast away. Just another product of today. Rather be the hunter than the prey. And you're standing on the edge, face up, 'cause you're a natural. I played it hard as stone. You gotta be so cold to make it this world. Yeah, you're a natural. Living your life control. You gotta be so cold. Yeah, you're a natural. Deep inside me, I'm fading to black, I'm fading. Took an oath by the blood in my hand, won't break it. I can taste it. The end is a bonus, I swear. Gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I played it hard as stone. You gotta be so cold to make it this world. Yeah, you're a natural. Living your life control. You gotta be so cold. Yeah, you're a natural. Yeah, you're a natural.
Well, we hit the hardwood when we come back. Yeah, believe it or not, it's basketball season already. Freeman faces Atlee in guys hoops. Well, it's Tucker at Henrico on the ladies' side. That and more straight ahead.
Now for another 2-minute history report.
We all know about the blockbuster, World War II, the famous attacks, the military heroes. But what do you know about the prequel, the First World War? At the time, they didn't call it World War I. No one ever imagined there'd be another. It was known as the Great War, or the War to End All Wars. In the early 20th century, Europe had a bit of a different look. There were the Fab Four empires, ruled by monarchs who maintained a delicate balance of power. Then in the summer of 1914, a group of assassins attempted to blow up Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand. while he was touring Bosnia. The attempt failed, but later in the day, an assassin's bullet prevailed. In retaliation, the Austro-Hungarian Empire declared war on Serbia. Russia immediately came to Serbia's support, which motivated Germany to declare war on Russia. Before long, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Great Britain were involved.
Jolly good.
Everyone polarized into two groups, the Allied powers and the Central powers. New technologies dominated this world conflict. Tanks, machine guns, and airplanes changed the way armies battled. Trenches and tunnels became the new strategy, although that led to soggy problems. The British and German navies dominated the seas. Then in May of 1915, Germany sank the Lusitania, killing 128 Americans. President Woodrow Wilson demanded Germany change their tactics.
I demand it.
Germany appeared to comply, but later offered to finance Mexico in a war against the U.S., so the United States joined the war.
Oops.
A year later, on August 8th, the Allied forces began the 100 Days Offensive. This series of assaults forced the German forces back and eventually led to the war's conclusion. On the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month, a ceasefire went into effect. Then came the Treaty of Versailles and the formation of the League of Nations. This war changed the landscape of Europe. Monarchs were out, the four great empires were gone, and new countries emerged. So here it is in a nutshell. Europe used to be led by the Big Four, until a bullet made Franz no more. Conflicts arose, triggering numerous hawks. Success meant machine guns, tanks, and dry socks. The ceasefire became a celebrated day, although the next war was just a few years away.
That was World War I in 2 minutes.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Let's go up tempo. Former Springer football star Greg Dortch is earning accolades after an excellent year for Wake Forest. The sophomore wide receiver was named to the All-ACC first team as both a receiver and for special teams. Dortch leads the conference with 1,750 all-purpose yards this season. Basketball is already underway, and the Highland Springs guys got off to a good start, beating Meadowbrook 62-42. Damon Wirtz poured in 20 points, while Jordan Crump added 16 in the victory. Henrico registered an opening night win in guys hoops as well, taking down Godwin 61-34. The Warriors were led by DeMonte Sumler, who tallied 21 points and 5 three-pointers. Jame Ested added 9 points to go with 3 assists and 3 steals. In ladies hoops, Glen Allen starts off on the right foot after beating Lee Davis 57-42. The Jaguars' Carmen Betts scored 22 points on the night, and Lexi Glasscock reached a double-double with 10 points and 12 rebounds. Back to football now, where Highland Springs is chasing history. Now get this, only 2 schools have ever won 4 consecutive state football championships here in the state of Virginia. That would be Hampton from 1995 to 1998 and Phoebus from 2008 to 2011. If the Springers can pull it off, they would become the third. Michael Fortune and the Freeman Rebels. The new head coach, Chapin George, taking over for Larry Parpet, who's coach of the Freeman Rebels for years and years and years. So George, in his opener, used to play at Douglas Freeman. Rebels get out running early, part of the Rebel Invitational first round. Number 5, he likes that. Mukhtar Abdul Qadir to be exact. They get 2. This guy was a load for Atlee. Number 10, Tyler Warren gets 2 and the foul. He convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Rebels getting it back going offensively when they can shoot the rock. They've been dangerous in years past. They do right there. It's number 11, Niquane Moore. And he once more, still first quarter, Michael Fortune on the defensive end, all the way to the rack. Fortune smiling on the Rebels, but only by 2. 12-10 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, here comes Warren again. Inside, he would lead the scoring for the Atlee Raiders. This quarter was an Atlee quarter. From the corner, pocket, and yeah, that's money. Number 22 doing the honors, Jackson Batinger, and then inside, slam a jam with authority. Get out of my way, he says, does Tyler Warren. Atlee would take a 19-16 lead at the half. Yeah, mostly defensive. Freeman still plays that zone. They did go man-to-man a couple of times, but third quarter, Michael Fortune got the Rebels off to a good run. 13 points on the night for Fortune. This guy with the miss, number 33, but the putback Caleb Kenny on the miss. Number 35 had a huge second half. Christian Smith with the putback and the follow. Rebels started off hot. Atlee trying to stay in it. Top of the key. 3-ball money. As Jace Catterton gets it done. 26-25, 1-point game. Fourth and final stanza. Rebels would start the fourth quarter with a rebound and a putback. Well, actually with a fortune 3. Count it! Nothing but nylon. Freeman would go on an 8-0 run to begin the fourth quarter to try to get some separation from the Raiders. Because first 3 quarters there was none. But here's part of that run. Nice sharing of the basketball. The miss. No, the putback. Yeah, you betcha. Caleb Kenny loves it. Man-sized moves inside. Rebels not done. This time Fortune gonna facilitate. Drops a dime in there. Unbelievable pass to Christian Smith. Rebels on a roll. Then Fortune again. Only a bounce pass would have worked there. Beautifully done. It's Christian Smith again. He had 11 points and 11 rebounds for the Rebels. A double-double for Smith. And then how about this backdoor Princeton offense style? Gotta love it. Caleb Kenny on the receiving end. Mukhtar Abdul Qadir had 9 points in this one. And the Rebels win their opener, 46-37. Time for some Lady Hoops. Brianna Payne trying to bring it. The Tucker Lady Tigers says, come on out here. Let's huddle up. Taking on the Henrico Warriors. Lena Johnson and company. Early on, Henrico, check out Johnson's pass here to number 11, Diamond Brown. And Henrico off to a decent start. But actually it was Tucker who really got off to the great start. Check out the shot put up and in. Jasmine Lee for 2. Henrico, or Tucker rather, would have a 9-2 advantage, partly because of their defense. The steal, the score all the way to the rack. Micaiah Walker, Texas Ranger for 2. Warriors in transition though. What a pass. Well done inside. Deja Ruffin for 2. Deja had 25 points, 15 rebounds. Tucker right back. It's India Candies for 2. And then from way beyond the arc, Deja Goodlet is good. Count the money ball. She had herself a heck of a night. 20-8 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, the only problem Tucker really had in this one, they might want to work on, is boxing out and rebounding. 1 chance, 2 chances, 3 chances, and that'll go in. Yeah, off missed free throws and just in general on the offensive glass, Henrico was cleaning up. Tucker, better shooting team in this one. Brianna Payne worked on that jumper last year, still got it this year. That's good for 3. And then the inbounds plays, they had that drawn up to perfection. Executing well. Micaiah Walker inside for 2. And then Henrico looking for something at the buzzer. Got it to go just before the half. Kennedy Francis, 31-22 at the half. It's a 9-point game. Henrico would battle back in this one. The shot from way downtown. Lena Johnson says, yeah, that's good. And then defensively, here comes Henrico. And don't keep your eyes off of Tatiana Johnson because she's going to get the ball back and then hit the long J. Henrico would trim Tucker's lead all the way down to 3. Timeout Tigers. But J.R. Tucker, Lady Tigers would have an answer, and Brianna Payne was more than enough for that. She connects down low, good pass, and then Payne draws the double team. What does she do? Goes inside. Pretty, oh so pretty move by Jasmine Lee. She connects. Warriors looking for answers. Too much Tucker defense. The miss. They're not done. The pass back inside. Deja Goodlet again. Very good on this night. Tigers look like a pretty good team. They don't have the size, but they definitely had balanced scoring. 49-39, up 10 after 3. And not done in the fourth. Brianna Payne. Not in too much pain. She'd be fine. Connects on 2, makes it 3-point play. Again, the old-fashioned way. More Lady Tigers late in this one. Up and in. Deja Goodlet providing a spark offensively. You want more Goodlet? You got it. Because here's the pass inside. Nice little screen. Tigers going to get the opening night win. 70-55 your final. Well, it's back to basketball. We come back as Hermitage plays their home opener against Patrick Henry. Plus, we follow one Springer into the spotlight. That's next.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that brand? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together. Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
Hey, let's go. Herm on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Hey, man, get on y'all toes and be ready.
Get on your toes, y'all. Better get ready, he says. And Hermitage was ready. Opener taking on Patrick Henry. The jumper, nothing but nylon, hitting it from the corner pocket is Darius Jones. He would be a factor in this one. Number 13, check out the moves here. Tyler Wade. All the way to the rack, and the little teardrop goes. So Hermitage with the lead early and often in this one. In the defense, that's why we're going to stay on number 13, Wade. And he's going to find his man. That's his spot in the corner, Darius Jones. Hermitage up early, and they did it with the trap. Watch the defense here. Not trap once, but twice. It's going to pay dividends. The steal, the score. Jones, have yourself a night, my friend. Lighten up the stat sheet in the stat book. The way to beat it is, well, play some defense yourself. Patrick Henry does just that. They get the putback in for 2. And then it was mostly Hermitage from that point forward. Excellent passing. I think there was one dribble in that sequence. Jaden Jones finds the bottom of the net for 2. Timeout, PH. 13-8 was the score after one quarter play. Second quarter, Hermitage again. Watch the moving ball. I'd say bouncing ball, but again, no dribbling. That's the sign of a good team. Jaden Jones. And then quick ball movement. The 3, no, but Hermitage did a good job on the boards as well. And they're going to be fortuitous because it ends up in the arms of E.J. Washington. He puts that one up and in for 2. More Panthers, more inside-outside work. And that'll work. Heating up is Hermitage, number 22, Keyshawn Key. Was Key. Knocks down the three-pointer, and then Panthers on the run. Good ball movement, lots of scoring in this one. Number 15 gets in on it. Max McShaw, 74-57. You're fun.
We see them score on the field and the courts. But for many student athletes, the greatest wins are away from the arena.
Christian White. This is his 4th year as a Springer football player.
Senior night at Highland Springs. One last chance for players like Christian White to play a regular season home game. Oh, the memories.
Hey, y'all know we had to be in here at 5 a.m. for 2 a day. Is football really for me? Is football really worth it? And look where we are now.
And where they are now is in the playoffs with a chance to win 4 straight state titles. And Christian has been a big factor.
He's the quarterback of our defense. He's extremely important. His words, his comments, his constant camaraderie with teammates, we need those on a regular basis, and he's the guy to do it.
But Christian doesn't just ball out on the field. He's also very savvy in the classroom.
He said he's just got inducted into NHS this year, which means he has to have a 3.5 GPA overall. He has to show leadership, he has to show community service, he has to have great character. And you know, a 3.5 is a big GPA, but it's even harder when you're taking AP classes and honors classes along the way. And those are things Christian has done all through high school.
I bring the same dedication in every aspect I do in life. I mean, it's either you give it your all or don't give it none at all. So I just try to give everything my all, try to work my best at it. Clear. Clear.
He's pretty handy with cars, too.
So when I was younger, me, my uncle, and my granddad used to go out backyard shed, play around with some tools, some cars real quick. Just tune them up, that's it. And I just found it a hobby. Outside of here, but inside of here?
I can see him being an engineer. I can see him developing cars. I can see him being a congressman. I can see him doing a lot of different things, but Christian's a great kid to be around, and because his personality is what it is, I can see him doing a plethora of things.
The future is not only bright for the Springers, but it looks pretty good for Christian as well. Hey, if you have questions or comments about the show, or maybe you have an ideal candidate for the Sportswire Spotlight, send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.